Hello, hello! Welcome again to my channel. Um, it's me, mga ka-friend kong kaguruan, Venus Katipay. To those who are new here, just subscribe and please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that by the time I will be uploading new videos, you will get the tick. So let's have the topic of today. We will be talking about the curriculum and instruction. We viewed in this video that these two are separate, but this has two independent concepts. So when we look at curriculum, we have to keep in mind that this one focuses on the learning goals, the outcomes, standards, and the benchmarks done, while the instruction focuses on the how or the way teachers help students meet their goal. So, the discussion today will start on curriculum and instruction, the four types of curriculum, curriculum approaches, the types of instruction, instructional strategies, differentiation and individualized instruction, and the implementation of differentiation and individualization. So, let's start with the curriculum. The curriculum and instruction is a field within education which seeks to research, develop, and implement curriculum changes that increase learner achievement in educational settings. The field focuses on how people learn and the best ways to educate. This is also interested in new trends in teaching and in learning process. It tries to find the answer to questions such as why to teach, what to teach, how to teach, and how to evaluate in instructional process. Starting with the curriculum, this of course refers to the course that the children run towards experiences as they make their way toward adulthood. It includes the activities, the goals, and scope, the objectives of course, and sequence, the guidelines, subject matter, and technology and students' interests. This really originates from the Latin word curere, referring to the oval trade which human used for chariot race, and this got the idea which is to run or to progress forward. In the educational setting, it refers to the course that children run through experiences as they make their way toward adulthood. The curriculum includes the activities that is designed to mold students' thinking in the areas such as ethnicity, religion, and a shared national myth, and many different agendas. So, with the curriculum of that definition, this is also consists of four types. We have the explicit, for we called formal, that everything teachers are expected to teach, students are expected to learn, and what schools will be held accountable for, and the materials used to assess belong to the explicit or formal curriculum. This is designed by authorities and is considered to be non negotiable but to be implemented. For the implicit or informal curriculum, children learn from the nature and organization of the school and classroom and from the attitudes and behavior of teachers and administrators. This is so-called the informal, like what they observe, what they experience, they learn from it. For the null curriculum, the topics are left out of the course of the study. These are the topics that are taken considering its necessity of the situation. And for the extracurricular, this is learning beyond the formal studies. This is learning by doing some other things which will add more to the expected situation, to the designed kind of teaching and experiences for the learners. We go then now to the approach. This one is a way of dealing or doing or thinking about something. This is according to Merriam-Webster. This is thinking ahead. This is designing for what should be done for the learners to learn and how the one facilitating the lesson deals with it. So, what is then the curriculum approach? Same way with the definition of the approach, this is all about doing or creating or designing or thinking about the curriculum, the plan that you have for the acquisition of the expected outcome. Then we have the approaches to curriculum development and implementation. First is the behavioral approach, the managerial approach, systems approach, and the humanistic approach. Starting with the behavioral approach, this is based on a blueprint where goals and objectives are specified, contents and activities are also arranged to match with the learning objectives, and the learning outcome are evaluated in terms of goals and objectives set at the beginning. This is anchored with the behaviorist principle. Going to the next, we are in with the managerial approach. The general manager sets the policies and priorities, establish the direction of change and innovation and planning, and organizing curriculum and instruction. School administrators are less concerned about content than about organization and implementation. They are less concerned about subject matter methods and materials than improving the curriculum. The school leaders look at curriculum changes and innovations as they administer the resources and restructured the school. The next one is system approach. System approach is influenced by system theory, where the parts of the total school, district, or schools are relating to each other. The organizational charts of the school represent a system approach. It shows the line staff relationship of the personnel and how decisions are made. So, here are some of the equal importance regarding this. We have the administration, the counseling, the curriculum, the instruction, and the evaluation. Then, here comes the fourth one, the humanistic approach. This approach is rooted in the progressive philosophy and child-centered movement. It considers the formal or planned curriculum and the informal or hidden curriculum. It considers the whole child's and believes that in curriculum, the total development of the individual is the prime consideration, and the learner is at the center of the curriculum. So we are expected to have a wholesome individual by acquiring the skills designed in the curriculum. Let's now proceed to instruction. Instruction in education is the act of teaching in the classroom. So here is the purpose of our instruction. It is to connect learners with the content. So here are types of the instructions I got for you. We have the first one, indirect instruction, which is student-centric form of instruction wherein students interact the material in order to generate understanding and questions. The second is the arts-based instruction, which is still a student-centric form of instruction that centers on creative activities as the means of learning. Their creativity is being taught. For the third one, this is direct instruction, which is a teacher-centric instructional style focused on teacher dispensation of information to listening students. So, the fourth then is the universal design of learning, the UDL, wherein this is considered as a student-centric model, incorporating different forms of instruction with the intent to teach to every student. And the last I have is the inquiry-based learning, which is a teacher-guided but student-led style of learning that encourages students to design their own projects and conduct research. What is teacher-centered instruction then? It is here that the teacher is responsible for planning learning activities. Passive students sit and listen as students talk at them, and then teacher creates all of the guidelines for what behavior and work done in the classroom. The classroom organization is determined by the teacher, and all learning goals are determined by the teacher. So that is teacher-centered instruction. For student-centered instruction, students have input in all learning activities, into the learning activities. Instruction and learning activities are tailored to meet students' learning needs and interests. The students have input into the classroom guidelines and organization, and students are also able to set learning goals for themselves in conjunction with the learning goals set by the teacher. So students here are being heard. Let's have these various instructional strategies. For number one, I have here the differentiated. Number two, learning centers. We have number three, RAF. Number four, choice boards. Number five, cooperative learning. Number six, discovery-based learning. Number seven, problem-based learning. For number eight, we have jigsaw. Number 9, I have think, pair, share. Number 10, reading buddies. And number 11, I have cubing and the key WL. I got this dozen of chosen instructional strategies, but there are still many instructional strategies very useful for every learning facilitator. Starting with the differentiated activities. It is defined as the use of a variety of teaching strategies in order to deliver information to the students. It also means using a variety of different activities to help reinforce that information. In some other way, with differentiated strategies, we can be able to deal nicely and properly with the different kinds of learners that we have in the classroom. The second, which is learning centers, refers to the area set up in the classroom with learning activities directed at a specific concept. This is set up to reinforce skills previously learned or to help students internalize new concepts. For the RAF, the R there stands with role. The students choose a perspective to write from. And then letter A is audience, wherein students choose who they are writing to. And for the format, students choose the format for writing letter, memo, poem, or advertising or other things. And then for letter T, it is referring to the topic. I got here an example for that. So one example I have is the role here is being Abraham Lincoln. Audience, the American people. And the format is the interview, and the topic is the major challenges of his presidency. So in this activity, the students would have to decide what are the major challenges wherein the presidency and the president his presidency and be able to explain those. And the students would also design questions that could be used in interview in regards to these challenges. And for some students, this would be a more engaging and interesting way to report on this versus just writing a 1,000 word essay. So you will get more information from the student as well with this kind of strategy. Another one is the choice board. This is a display of tasks, options, having activities, and materials which vary on process and interest for the learners. So they are given their chances to choose what task to do. But of course, the tasks are still targeting a particular skills. Number five is the cooperative learning, wherein this is doing work together in a group while taking responsibility and accountability for the success of the collaborative effort, doing things together, being in a group, and helping one another. Number six is discovery-based learning. This is set up environment is set up for students to make discoveries and through their interactions. So there is still movement and there are talking and there is collaboration. For the ninth one, there is think, pair, share. This is sharing by the students as they discuss a topic uh, that is being highlighted in the class discussion. And for number 10, this is on reading buddies, wherein students are paired to read a topic, then answer tasks or assignments with each other's help. And for number uh, 11, that's it. That's about our activities. Let's now proceed to how this differentiation and individualization can help. Differentiation can help with regards to the different activities that we can set with highlight on addressing the differences of the learners that we have in our classroom. So example to this is pre-writing activity that involve consideration of looking at the topic in the different angle. So thinking that our learners are very unique from each other. And for the individualized instruction, this focuses on the needs of the individual student. So we have our teaching design for a specific and targets one as it is needed at the time. So the implementation of the differentiation and individualization has something to do with the organizational practice. So the teacher has to arrange setting to suit the needs of all students. Groupings will be modified from time to time, and then the learning environment also has to make changes day to day or in some time of the month or the week. Then we have also support that will be given to the different groups that we have in our class. And for the social emotional behavior practice, we are also going to look at the background and give nice feedback to everyone without hurting the emotions, but instead to encourage them to be more focused on their study and to be motivated well enough to finish the study that they are on. And for the determination of progress, our teachers will assess and monitor students' performance and achievements. Has something to do with the products and the assessment and of giving feedbacks. And for the other one, it's on collaboration with the other teachers, co-teachers, and other support the environment, from the team, so that all of the tasks that we are doing shall have one target, but for the individual development of our learners. As a conclusion, I have here curriculum and instruction as a complex and interdisciplinary field. It involves a variety of topics including curriculum design, instructional strategies, and even assessment and professional development. By understanding the importance of these topics, teachers can create engaging and effective learning experiences for their students. And by taking the time to understand the field of curriculum and instruction, teachers can become more effective educators and help their students reach their full potential. Additionally, by staying current with the new research and strategies, teachers can create a classroom environment that is tailored to the needs of their students and promote student engagement and collaboration. Here are the references I have for this video. And I think we need to see each other again once again for the next video that has something related to this one. It can be an additional input to the one I am discussing to you in this video. So you can reach me to these numbers and to this email. And of course, I have also included there my address. So thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now, but see you on my next video. Thank you mga ka-friend kong kaguruan for watching.